Hi everyone. It's been a while since I've been on and done a video. Um, and I suppose I wanted to come on. It's been a busy time for us here. I think everybody has the same thing, loads going on. We moved house, we went to the UK to see my husband's family and Christmas and all of that stuff. And what I wanted to talk about today was how life can take over and leave you feeling a little bit disconnected, spiritually, I suppose. And I wanted to talk about it because I know it's something that all of us go through at some point. I've gone through it so many times, and I suppose in the beginning, when you're first opening up to this kind of stuff, and then you go through a phase where life takes over. Things get busy, whether you've got kids or work or whatever it is that's going on. Life just takes over, and then you kind of find yourself feeling like, I don't feel like I'm connected anymore. And this could just be, it could just be that you like to try and meditate often and you haven't had time to do it. For me in particular, it was, hold on, son. For me in particular, it was mediumship and doing readings, and finding that I didn't have time to do them, and then feeling disconnected in the way that, like, what if I've forgotten how to do it? What if I've forgotten how to make that link with spirit, and or I've forgotten the meanings of the tarot cards, and things like that. And I suppose over the years, you have to go through that to realize that you're never disconnected, and I think it takes going through it a few times to kind of realize that it didn't all just go away. Like, spirit is always there. I'm always connected. And I wanted to talk about it now because that's how I've been feeling over the last kind of maybe 2 months, with everything that's been going on, that I haven't had time to, I suppose, connect in with myself. I try and meditate as I'm going to sleep a lot of the time because I have two kids, and life is busy and it's kind of the only time that I get to do it. But I've been finding that I've been so busy that I try and meditate and I just fall asleep. So, I have been kind of feeling that disconnect. That disconnect of not being able to get that meditation in, not being able to kind of feel into myself and everything that's been going on for me. I haven't done any readings because I haven't put myself out there to do any, because I just haven't had the time, and often I'll have that thought pop in of, like, what if somebody actually gets in touch with me for a reading? Like, this panic of, like, I haven't done it in a few months. Not like, will I be able to, because I know now that I'll be able to, but this panic of, like, I don't think I could fit that in. What would I tell them? I'm not in the right headspace at the moment because life has taken over. Anyway, what I wanted to come on and say was, that's okay. Life takes over, and sometimes we need a break from that whole side of things, because at the end of the day, we're here to experience life in all of its aspects. We're not just here to become spiritual and learn how to astral project and get out of our bodies and all of this stuff, and learn how to do readings, and, like, that's all great and it's really magical, and it's excuse me, it's wonderful to be able to practice that stuff. But we are also here to live, and to, raise our children, work our jobs, feel frustrated, feel happy, fall in love, and all of these different things. So it's okay when life takes over. And if you find that you are, like, feeling that, I feel disconnected, and maybe I have for a couple of weeks or whatever it is, to tell yourself that's okay. Um, my body obviously needs to go through this. My soul, my mind needs to go through this period of time where it's just life. It could be mundane. It could be just, just the stuff, the life stuff. So I hope that helps somebody. That's what I wanted to come on and say, because it's just something that I have been, going through myself. Only that I know from past experience that, you know, this is temporary. And, you know, I can kind of almost feel myself already coming out of it, and getting that interest back, and, you know, wanting to pick up my cards and, you know, things like that. Trying to make the time for myself, now that things are settling down. But I know that in the beginning of my journey, it would have really worried me. You know, I've lost it. I can't feel spirit anymore. You know, all of these different things that go through your mind. And it can be really worrying. And, you know, when you don't know why it's happening, and you don't know that it will pass, you know. Yeah. So, and also, I suppose I wanted to say about the belief of it, you know, what you believe is true. So if you believe that you are disconnected, then that is what is going to show up for you. Like, you are never disconnected, but you will feel like you are. But if you believe that this is only temporary, I'm always connected, and it's going to come back when it's meant to. I'm going to feel that connection when I'm meant to. That is what's going to show up for you. Yeah. I hope that helps somebody. And Happy New Year.